Let's work on the log cabins. These are a traditional pieced block, but we will use our embroidery machine. Let's get started. For the log cabins on page 32, we have all of the fabric cut. These are the fabrics that I do not have any interfacing on the back. Because we'll be sewing and then flipping them, I thought it would be just too much bulk, so we're going to do it with just the fabric. Then we have the batting 4x4. There is one major difference with the log cabin blocks compared to the other blocks. The block will need to be pieced first before adding the background quilting. Let's open Embellishment and work on the log cabin blocks. We'll go to Merge Stitch File, go down to the Embroidery files, and find our log cabin template. We'll double click and it will be centered in the hoop. Now we'll add our background quilting. We'll go to Merge Stitch File, go down to the Quilting Bundle, and we'll choose Plant 2. I'm going to open the block by block, the 4x4 size, double click, and it will be centered in the hoop. I'm also going to add the clear blue tile file, 4x4, and I'm going to show you the difference and what we're going to do different than we've done in all of our other blocks so far. Let me pull these two quilting backgrounds to the side. We've always chosen the block by block because we need the placement for the batting when we start our quilting. And you can see the placement lines around the block by block design. But because we're doing the pieced block of the log cabin first, it also includes the placement for the batting. So we don't need the placement lines in our background quilting. So we will delete the block by block and we will use the clear blue tile design that has only the background quilting, and we'll center it over our log cabin template. To make sure the two designs are centered, since I moved one, I will select both designs, go up to Utility, Align and Distribute, and then click Center and Center. And you can see it moved a tiny bit, and now they are both centered. I will click File, Save Stitch File As. I'll name this Log Cabin 1 and save it into the Combined Files folder. We'll do this 2 more times. Our log cabins are exactly the same, but the background quilting will be a different design for each of the blocks. The other background quilting designs will be Animal 1 and Orange Peel 2. There are 3 log cabin blocks in the quilt, but only 2 will be used on row 2. I will make all 3 so that when we come to the row with the 3rd log cabin, it will already be done. I'll be using my 5x7 hoop, so we'll change it in the settings. I've used Embellishment software to merge the background quilting and my embroidery design. However, this is easily done adding both designs straight to your machine. I'll open the USB and then scroll down to find my design. In Embellishment software, I made 3 log cabin designs. Although they are the same for the log cabin, each of the quilting backgrounds are a different design. And as I have before, I have my strip of muslin with the excess hanging off. The placement for the batting will be stitched on the stabilizer. I will place the batting down and then the log cabin template will be stitched over the batting. The first piece of fabric will be placed right side up. The next stitching will be a tack down and a placement line for the next piece of fabric. After this stitch is run, the fabric will be trimmed right next to the stitching line. Place the next piece of fabric right side down, right next to the stitching line. Then run the tack down line. Fold the fabric over and either press with an iron or finger press. I will continue these same steps for the remainder of the log cabin block. Now I'll work on the next block. I moved my muslin strip up, but left the first block attached. Here's another look at the steps we used to complete the log cabin block. The log cabin blocks are finished, but I've decided to add a design to each of the centers of the blocks. If you'd like to add a design to the center of your log cabin blocks, watch this video where I walk step by step through the process.